Hey, welcome back to Dungeon Defenders Redux Quest for Completion. It is episode 11. I'm gonna do what I said we would do at the very start of this episode, last episode. I know that was confusing, but basically we're gonna do Lab Assault on Nightmare Hardcore. And this way we're gonna get ourselves that very cool skin for the whatchamacallit. Very much not memory right now. EV, there we go. Now I should have probably read it up on the wiki before I started recording. But I think it gives like a 20% bonus to damage, something like that. I don't know, around those numbers, vaguely. I'll probably just check it whilst we're doing nothing here. Waiting for the EVs to spawn and all that, but it's around that number. Also, since we still have no anything in terms of like, skins, stuff like that, I am definitely going to bring in the extra characters. Also because I think we're semi-poor for money right now. So kind of need that money. So while these guys are spawning in, I'm gonna go check on the wiki. Dungeon Defenders wiki. Let's see. Something's shooting at me. Leave me alone, bastard. You know, on further thought, I have made several mistakes here. So I'm gonna just go up here for a moment, where I can't get persecuted for having shot only a few EVs. Yep, very nice pathing here to my knives, much appreciated. If I had some more mana, this would be nicer. We have like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna leave that for a moment. So what was it? Series EV. Alright, let's see. Skins. Costume. EV 1.75. Alright. So 2.21 times HP. Increases her damage output and allows for 16 seconds of hover time. Yep. Lowers the movement speed by a lot. Where does it say how much it increases the damage output by? It doesn't list anywhere. That's fun. Well, all we know is that it increases the damage. Hopefully, eventually they will tell us how much by, but for now, it increases the damage. Actually, on this platform. So this is the OG platform for Live Assault. Works on Nightmare for Live. Works on Nightmare here. It doesn't work on Ascension because it don't work back up. This is the place to be. Of course, if we just get some more mana, we don't have to like sit here and be idiots. But until we get mana, I will sit up here and just shoot at them with these knives. Although I should be letting them get a bit closer, so I can knock them off more easily. But I'm a bit lazy right now. Plus, they kind of just fall off on their own. And I've gotten a bunch of them stuck in stupid places. Many things, many reasons. Leave me alone, Evie. Well, on the upside, I deal enough damage to deal with these guys no matter what, even without a hero boost. On the downside, it's taking a while. Fun fact: if you what was I gonna say? If you are on live and you have a Kraken cannon, this map is like a really nice way to get some ultimates. If you're willing to do it, I suppose. Oh, there's probably one stuck down here, isn't there? Yep, this is a super death spot on live unless you have a infinite range weapon. But on Redux, you just do whatever and kill it because there are many infinite range items. Please die. I really hate the EVs. Personally, not a big fan. Where are you stuck? Are you stuck at the elevator? Elevator is a lovely spot. Yeah, they always get stuck here too. Bunch of spots they can get stuck at. Elevator's one of the most popular ones. Yep, we got some garbage accessories, more likely than not. Looks like we actually got plate armor, which I'm not used to getting from this map. On Nightmare specifically. I guess it does drop, but this is the first time I've seen several plate armors drop. On a secondary note, I should have done that map on... Wow, you make me sad. I should have done that map on we'll call it my character, monks, or monk or initiates, because then I would have gotten a bigger bonus. You give me negative rate. I can no longer handle more negative rate. Alright, well, we did that. Now I can show you guys the EV skin thing. So I guess we can kind of test it out right here. I can show you guys. I don't have anything planned for the rest of the episode right now, by the way. 147,000. I'm literally just like recording just to get this done, and then I'm gonna do something later, and then I'm gonna stitch the recordings together. So what was it 147 or so? Wrong button. We're gonna change the skin back because it gives us a big negative speed boost. But for now, let us see. We did 147,000 with the honey gun before, and now we deal 176,000. I don't know what percentage that is, but it looks like it's like 10% or something, maybe 15. Either way, it's a pretty good increase. But for now, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for the rest of the episode. So I'm gonna make a cut in the editing, and then I'll see you guys once I've decided. Hey, welcome back. I've decided what I want to do. So first, to start out, what I'm gonna do is make ourselves a chest plate. A bunch of these. We're not looking for tower stats. We are looking exclusively for ability 2 damage type stats. So you don't fit the category, but you're good for towers. You don't fit the category at all. You're pretty good for a jester, possibly. This is an ultimate piece that is kind of garbage. This is good overall. Through a lot of garbage pieces so far. There we go. Doesn't really matter if it's alt 93 or alt regular. There we go. So the reason I forged that chest plate is because I'm tempted to keep this, so I will. Because we're gonna make our DPS EV, and to make our DPS EV, we needed a chest plate that had good ability 2 damage. And the only one that we have right now, not even this, because it's doesn't work, is this. And as you can see, doesn't really have ability 2. And I don't really want to swap the one from our monk out either, because I really like his chest plate. It's got a lot of ability 1. I really want to keep this monk as a super generalist monk, like I can go on him for literally anything that I want type of thing. So I don't really want to, you know, take away too much from him. Although I need to swap his pet out. So yeah. So this is the set that I have in mind for our secondary EV. Let's bring in that chest plate there to the armor section. So for the boots, there are a bunch of boots here, but frankly speaking, I'm probably going to give these boots to my current monk, and then give my current monk's boots, let's just go on my monk, give these current monk boots to the EV because they have a lot of ability too, and the other stats are also pretty good on them. So that's going to be our boot situation. For our gloves, I believe this will be our new gloves for our EV, I think. I don't see any other gloves here that are good. This, I don't know why this is yellow, to be honest. But yeah, either that or this one. Probably this one on the right. It's got more ability to it. Oh yeah, no, this one on the left kind of sucks. So that's going to be our gloves. This is going to be our chest plate that we just got, and our helmet. There's a bunch of helmets in here. I should probably take out some of these helmets to use them as ranged gear. But let's see, ability 2 and tier HP to tier damage. Probably something like this, but like not mythical. We're trying to get above the mythical tier right now. That's his negative ability to that sucks. This one? Yeah, this one looks like it's good enough. Or maybe this one. One of these two. I'm not sure. Probably this one actually. So yeah, this will be our helmet. That's going to be our set. But we're going to need to get another character to 93 for that because we still want our current EV to be there for big damaging. Yeah. So we need to level our characters. And on top of leveling our characters, there are a few other things that I want to get done and out of the way type business. So the first thing that I want to do is kind of level our characters up so that they can equip the gear. Because this character, these 3 characters, all of them need to be level 93. And what's really nice about that is I can actually just go on to this character, the whatever his name is, and put both eyeball pets on here, and then I won't have to worry about that one crystal that's pretty far away in town, the cliffs. That's usually a trouble crystal. And on this one, I think I'll just keep this one at the crystal, and then monk will be the same, and then this one doesn't really have an eyeball because we don't have any to spare. With all that said, let's just get into it. So I think I might try to equip a DPS set if I can find one onto my summoner, because summoners are going to be pretty important. I have so much mana. I don't remember having this much mana. It bothers me. Let's go on our summoner and put that thing on. Respec, because we want a lot of damage. HP does matter, but not that much. I'll give it the pets later because I don't know exactly what to do for him. And then respec our monk. Do the same thing for him. Whole bunch of damage. And I think the eyeball that we want to give our monk is this one. Yeah, I think this is the one. Put that back in there. I was using that for the lab assault before. Go on you. Probably give this character our second best eyeball. No, maybe in our third best. Do you give any speed? I'm gonna hope that our gear gives enough speed for us to be happy here. I'm gonna drop these fish bowls on the ground for now, just because I don't want to have to swap too much. Put this one in the keep folder. Swap out, I mean. Give you this. Give you this. Please tell me that you have good stats. Wow, you have very bad speed. Well, a good thing we're gonna be swapping out all the gear that doesn't have tower damage or attack damage. You give negative speed as well, so get out of here. Alright, let's give him some DPS gear. This counts, but I really don't want to put that on him. We already have gloves, but it'd be nice to get some better ones. 300, this one gives us more damage. For boots, this is the only option we have. For chest pieces, this is the only option we have. For helmets, we have a bunch of options, but I'd like to make sure that we have decent speed. We don't, so we want to pick up a helmet that has a lot of speed. I will speed up towards this, hello, to the people that are hearing this sped up, because this is kind of boring. Yeah, you get a lot of speed. Is there anything else we can pick that gives a lot of speed, though? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Summoner is more or less set up. Did not realize that these eyeballs are so mean in terms of their stats. Summoner set up, this character set up, this character, we'll get them, we'll probably, after our first completion, give them a level 74 eyeball that we have lying around here. Yeah, this one. Just so that they have something, because I'd rather that they have something. And then put all these in here. Alright, let's just get into it. We're gonna level first to 74 for that other character, and then we're gonna come back. So let's see. Summoner, we're gonna move. We're gonna have a you, and you are gonna level it all. Alright, I'm getting myself ready for the farming session. This one's gonna last like another half hour, so I hope you guys enjoy things speeding up. To make it easier for myself, I'm gonna end the recording the moment we're done with this. Because that's how it works. Oh, also, fun fact, I can just do pet boost on this character. And we don't have to worry about him at all, because I think he will do a crazy ass amount of damage now. Oh, I lied. Okay. I think I placed him directly under the place I'm not supposed to place him under. That was the issue. Oh, forgot to instantly start. Pet boost activated. Hope things go well over there. I think they should. I think everything should be fine. Am I insane? Hold on. I think I've misunderstood something about Summoner. Why are the eyeballs on Summoner doing so little damage? He has plenty of tower or pet damage. Why do you do so little damage to your eyes? Activate my pet boost sooner or something like that. I don't really know. Because we should have been fine there, considering how much damage we do with our eyes. But I don't know. Oh, I'm so stupid. We might have been on campaign. That's a lot of brain power that's just been wasted. How have you guys liked the music, by the way? Personally, I've been a big fan of the music. The last episode that I did, episode 10, I love the music in that episode. Generally not too huge of a fan, but or generally not like something that you notice, but man, I really like the music. Let's do that. I think that'll be good now. Yeah, okay. So I was just being dumb that whole time. And I don't think we'll have to worry about anything now. So you can just sit back and shoot at things. Hopefully have them deal with themselves. Get us our speedrun fucking times on these things. Please die. Yeah, okay, we're good. That got me worried though. Is it 74 now? No. One more of these till it's 74. By it, I mean our character in the bottom left. Because we want them to also be getting the we want them to also be getting as much XP as possible. Since they're the main thing that we're here for. Like, we're leveling our summoner in the other one, but we're mainly here for them. Anyways, I'm gonna just put up some speed up because I don't really feel like talking. So speed up time begins now. Man, this one's gonna level up a lot faster now. Speed up. Oh crap. How much mana is this gonna take? I hope it's not a lot. No, we're good. It's barely. I'm gonna actually max this out because I think it's worth it. Yeah, we have like we have no hero damage. Let's see if we can get it a nice little random garbage armor to boost its stats. I know we had a bunch of helmets, right? Which one of these gives the most stats for level 74? I think the helmet that we saw earlier does. Yep. Alright. So this was what he's going to be running. What they're going to be running. What? Words are hard, guys. I really should bring in a different character that isn't our monk for this, because our monk is leveled up already, and it's kind of a waste to have him there. But I'm too lazy to think of another character to bring in. Back to speed up time now. We're gonna be going until I get to level 93 on this character. Survival, and let's go. That was probably very loud, and I'll cut that out, but welcome back. Yes, yes, music. It's over. We are now correctly leveled on our EV. Can equip some of can equip a bunch of the gear now, etc., etc. So first and foremost, that armor set that I was talking about. Right. Let's get that ready. Also, our first character here hit level 100. Yay. But let's get that armor set. So the boots were the main thing that I want to swap out. Where did those boots? All right. Sorry, I forgot. I gave them to my. I gave them to this character. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna sell this one because we're not actually gonna need it. You probably shouldn't do that if you're watching along, but I mean, if it's just free extra stats, then don't do what I did. But I honestly couldn't be bothered. New boots. I think everything else for our monk is a-okay. And also consider field all game force. I walk from the top. So because I don't know what the hell goes out. It's right here. It's only middle, but the time is what they that armors, depending on the tier, levels of levels. We just say that a armor is only plus. In the same way that you less points to get like resistance 41 boosted. Same use for all those. So like you can take for example, so you have a transit that has 120 stat versus a plus that has 120 stat. Boost those armors that match that, and the ultimate one will have a higher end result stat than the transit. Like I'm pretty sure. Don't put on that. I'm probably picking up okay, that's fine. It's fair enough on actual work. Okay. Last here. This one. I should have done it. That's not really official. And I'll be sector 95. Yeah. This one is actually free out there. Just because this one our ED was 0. We usually have a 200 but our center rails are making around just fine on because they're a special class for the I don't remember what this was. I'm going to test it real quick. I don't know which pieces of gear are better. Go 8 248 is what I had versus also going to be positive. Alright, that was a lot of nothing that happened there. Let's put the stuff on. So first up is the pet. Your DPS EV will have a propeller cat. This isn't a particularly good one. We're actually going to do Sky City later on. I don't know when. And get ourselves another pet, but for now this will do. Get him the weapon. We still need to upgrade it a lot because it's nowhere near what we want it to be. Probably put this and this into the item box again because they're not serve a purpose otherwise. DPS armor, boots. We already have boots. Gloves. I think these were the gloves that we wanted to use. They look like it for sure. Chest piece. This is the chest piece. Helmet. There were a bunch of helmets, but I don't remember much about them. I think only one of them was good. These have the exact. Oh, this is ultimate though. Yeah, so the one left was best so far. Are you ultimate? Oh, you're ultimate. You have 323. Oh, it has all negative resistances and has less upgrades. This is where you gotta make a call and use your brain a little bit. I don't know what it's gonna be useful for, to be entirely honest, with all negative resistances. The thing is, about 100, 150 maybe upgrades. That might be an overestimate, but at least 100, I'd say, of the upgrades will be spent on getting these resistances maxed out. And I'm not even talking about the level 41 resistance thing. I'm talking about just getting it maxed out, period. But yeah, so this is what our EV is gonna look like. Let me go back to the main menu and quickly put on the proper skin. I really hate that you can't do it in-game, that you have to go through this annoying method to do it, but do it once and you're good. Let's put on a set. Let's see if I can make a nice looking skin for it. I don't think I can. Honestly speaking, it might just be best for me to do something like this. No, it doesn't work. How about... Yeah, let's just make everything orange. How does that look? I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm gonna stick with blue. I forgot how to make it like cyan. Oh, that's how, okay. Because I saw some people with some cyan once, and I liked it. Yeah, I don't like it a lot, but we'll stick with it for now until I change it later on. Probably to this color set, but I don't want to waste too much time. I'm gonna make a cut in the editing. Hey, welcome back. Still episode 11. Quest for completion. Yep. A few days later since my last recording, I think. I don't know how many days later because I haven't seen the last like actual recording that's not uploaded. But here's a rundown. We are kind of at the end game. So the plan is, it's been a while before a reason. Is because I stuck through it and I found a build and I did the build a few times to make sure that it's good and we can do it for Winter Wonderland 2. So now we can complete this map on Ascension Ruthless. I know it because I've done it. These exact same stats, the exact same characters and all that. But yeah, so that's the plan. Some things I need to mention while I'm just equipping random gear and stuff. This series goes until I get every completion on everywhere, right? But the order of events is going to be like, I personally, this is all for me stuff, right? I want to get certain things done in a certain order. Sorry, I had to burp there. Which is to say, I'm going to do like completion in terms of like, oh crap, my brain is rotting right now. I'm going to do completion in terms of like Steam achievements first. So like when it comes to just going for achievements, stuff like that, I'm going to get the Steam achievements first, get like Ultimate Defender, get some of the other achievements that Steam has there that aren't normally there in the game, like, you know, I don't know how to describe it. I'm going to do that first, and then after, I'm going to go back and do everything on like Ascension, Ruthless, and all that. Like, so the plan is Steam achievements, Ultimate Defender, all that, and then go through the game for anything that there's not really an achievement for, and just do it on Ascension Ruthless, and then do Survival for Ascension Ruthless, with Ascension Ruthless on that same map, just to do it. And that's about it. That's the kind of the end all be all of everything. So these are the stats that we have right now. Wrong gun. There we go. That's the damage we do. Let me make sure that this character is properly set up. He is not. This is going to be our dick around and level stuff up character for the map. All these arms are actually pretty good. Oh, I did not upgrade these boots. This would explain a lot. Oh wow, these boots suck. I don't know if I have the mana to upgrade these boots now that I think about it. I may in fact not have the mana for this. In fact, I could say with confidence I don't have the mana. Well, I didn't need it last time when I was going through it. Sorry, I've delayed it long enough. Let's get into it. This build is courtesy. I don't know how you'd want to say it, but it's from Chiku the Darkling. He's got his own series where he goes through the game. Um, it's kind of from his series, kind of. Yeah, it's literally just from his series, but I added my own stuff to it, make it doable for my stats. Because if I remember, he did these with like 4 to 5k stats, and I'm doing this with like 1 to 2k under that. So here's a rundown. Follow me, place down slow and the gas trap there. I haven't done this in like a day, so I'm a little groggy on the details. So if I fail on this, it'd be kind of sad, but stick with me, alright? Yeah, you get those. Just get all the chests as you go through here. Just follow my pathing. For this one, place it in snare and slow like that. You'll be removing those later. Don't worry, you'll have time. Then get the rest of the chests over here. Now, granted, I have a squire pet. That's it. I have a squire pet, which you might not have, which would speed you up a lot. Either way, though, you should be fine. This is like one of my highest stat characters. It is my highest individual stat character. 3,800. Anyways. So then you want to go on to your... Wrong one. Sorry, I thought I read something wrong up here. So anyways. Wrong button. This is just more time for you guys to make up by not messing up. So you place a buff beam like yay. Gotta extend as much as you can in each direction. Make a reflection beam like that. Make a reflection beam like yay. I think both of those should work just fine. Then right here, you're going to make a wall like yay. Get ready to hear that a lot. Something like this right here. Should extend that beam a bit longer. Then you can make a 4DU buff beam wall right there. You gotta be kind of quick with this, and I'm definitely not being quick. This buff beam area right here is gonna get kind of funny later on. I'll explain funny how later. Buff beam wall like this, aim it a little bit towards the left side. From this buff beam, do something like this. We'll do more later there as well. Don't worry. A lot of things of do later. Then we're gonna put a buff beam like so. We're gonna put a wall like so. We're gonna put a 5DU wall like so. I think something like that. I might have made it too small. I'm gonna put a 5DU wall like so. And then personally, because the first wave is gonna be a bit hectic and chaotic, and I don't want to start building things in the middle of a fucking wave. Personally, not a fan of that. Gonna be doing that. Let's build the last few tidbits of walls and stuff. I like to put a reflector wall here and one right here. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'll do something else for you guys. I'll put down some gas traps, because those are more useful in the first wave, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so this is where my build and Chiku's differs, because it's essentially his, like, skeleton, but I added different meat. Because I like to have a gas trap on most of the choke point areas, because I don't feel like I can do it without them. I probably can. I definitely can. But the gas trap makes me feel safe, what can I say? I don't want to... Oh yeah, there's that last mana. We should have gotten that. But yeah, for this first wave, it's gonna be a little chaotic. You're gonna be upgrading stuff, and you're gonna kill everything on your own. Just for all of this first wave, that's gonna be it. You deal the damage, you do the upgrades, etc., etc. For now, I'm just gonna make sure that all of the Jins are dead, because the Jins are a huge concern for us. That Jin over there, once this Jin is dead, we can kind of go around and do whatever we want, because he's the only thing that can really take down our towers right now. Granted, time can as well if you just like don't do anything for long enough, but yeah, just gonna continue upgrading these things. As you can see down there, where there's no anything to stop enemies from hitting our towers and beating the fuck out of them, things are having a bit less of a fun time. Also, these guys don't get affected by your whatchamacallit at all, so you gotta kill them. The wyverns, sorry. And the ogre has stopped caring for that section of walls back there and is now on this one. He just swaps prioritization just randomly. Don't worry about it. He'll do it the whole time. We need to go down there and fix those walls, though. I think everything is good there. No, it's not. I forgot to do something there. Oh yeah, stuff got through here. Wyvern's here. I forgot about you. Don't worry if your crystal takes a bit of damage on the first wave. I mean, you could always just stat a little bit higher than I am and still be fine. I'm just being stupid and allowing myself to do so more mainly. Alright, so now that this ogre's over here, one thing you can do is actually, instead of buffing yourself as I am, you can just disable your buff and upgrade your stuff all the way. Now, I'm kind of speaking out of my ass in certain ways here, because yeah, I've tested this a bunch, but I'm also like kind of an idiot, so I guarantee you I've forgotten certain things that I should have remembered. Oh, like that wyvern over there that we should be killing right now instead of letting it just slowly run over to a crystal. That's one. Oh, look, he's already attacking a crystal. What a guy. Alright, there we go. But anyways, yeah, we're going to be relying on our strength drain on our walls and all that a whole lot. Going to be a big thing for us, those strength drain on walls. I'm not going to look at that bottom left area at all for a little bit because the ogre, while scary, does not matter to us. He really does not pose a threat as of the current moment. So I'm sure you're wondering on certain reflection beam placements because, there's literally no towers down yet. Every reflection beam that I've placed so far has a specific purpose. So obviously the ones around the buff beams, we're going to place some sort of tower there, going to be mage towers. But the ones that are not around the towers, say this one right here, because we're going to place a big ass spider minion right there. The ones around the center area down there, in the right down there. Also because we're going to place a spider queen minion there. And then the ones around the crystal down there, just because later on we might want to have them there. They're pretty chill, pretty good to have. I will warn you guys whilst we're here, it's going to be a bit chaotic. This whole thing is going to be a bit chaotic. because we're really understated for this, to be entirely honest. We're not, we don't have the stats we should have to be doing this. But I just wanted to get this done, so here we are, you know. Stupidity lead the way. Everything good down here? Every good enough. Again, this section is going to be really weird, because I have seen some funky stuff happen with towers. By funky stuff, I mean the towers just fucking all of a sudden move forward. Even though they shouldn't be able to do that, they just do it. And it scares me, because I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. It's unholy. But they just... Yeah, you keep doing that. But they just do it. I don't know how he got past that. Normally they'll take this left side path and just get stuck on the wall. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because he's still stuck on a fucking wall. AI. Pathing. All of the above. I'm just going to go over here and just upgrade this wall a bit more. The reflectors, you should definitely upgrade them a good bit. But, you won't die if you don't, I'll tell you that much. Well, anyways, it looks like this is going to be the most that we're going to be able to get out of the upgrading stuff over here, because I don't really care about the reflectors. So now I'm going to build up some mana. You don't have to do this, but I will do this because I like to. If you shoot something like this, your knives will hit the ogre several times and get you much more mana. You have like one more chance to get a bunch of mana here. Alright, well, I'm going to wait around for a second. There we go. Okay, next up is your mage, because this is going to be your most important one. And whilst we're here, oh, I don't have to alt-tab anymore, lovely. Sorry, you guys can just see a back screen right now. Get your tower script going. Go on to your mage. Alright, so here's what you do. First of all, I'm going to rebind this here. So you're going to go with a snowball tower. You're going to place, oh no, snowball and fireball, sorry. Snowball like this, fireball like this, like this. Something like that. That's what you do up there. Then down here, if I remember correctly. Again, these will just move on their own. I don't know why or how. Snowball like that, and then 2 fireballs in the same direction. These will move forward. I don't know how. I think they will at least. Unless I was going crazy every single time I saw them move forward. Then right here, a snowball tower and 2 fireball towers. Same thing. Now you're seeing a lot of leftover DU right now. We will use all of that. Do not worry. We will use all of that leftover DU. Because now we're going to place the traps. And these traps are really what make the fireball towers and everything else so powerful. So, go onto your trapped character. You're going to place down an oil trap right here. Yeah, it's getting buffed. Oil trap right here. We'll move these later, don't worry. Then we're going to go back to this middle section, place down another oil trap right here. I'm realizing that we might have a little too much DU left over. Although that's never really a big enough issue. Actually, no, it isn't. So gas trap right here, summon right that, like that. Oil and gas right there. We have 1 DU left over. I forget what I usually use that DU for. I think I made like a wall right here on the outside. But for now, I'm actually going to do something a little different, which is I'm going to go on to my summoner and see if I can pull off some bullshit. So on your summoner, you're going to build a few spider queen minions. One right here. Personally, I like placing that every time. I want to save a good 20 seconds for stuff, so I gotta get over this mana point faster. You really should just move this mana closer rather than having to rush for it like I am. But spider queen minion right here. Spider queen minion right here. Spider queen minion right here. Get some mana, and then run back. And then we're gonna place one more spider queen minion right here. I placed that one a little farther back, and it looks to be on the fucking air. Actually, no, it's good. It's good. And we're going to go back to our main character. This is more or less most of the build. The thing is, as long as you upgrade most of your towers, like almost all the way, you don't actually have to have a tower boost for this build. It's meant to be used with a tower boost, but it works without it. So, kind of a victory. Prioritization for upgrades. So first up is going to be your gas and auras and all them. Next up is going to be your reflectors, not really reflectors, your wall walls. And then those are going to be your fireball towers and your snowball towers. That's kind of the main order of importance here. Up here, you really don't gotta worry about stuff. Believe me, these things will stay up. So actually, down here is your main priority for concern. Um, if you place your fireball towers angled a little differently down here, I don't think you'd have to worry about it. I didn't though, so I do have to worry about it. Like you make one of these like face almost only this direction. I think that would be a solution, but I didn't do it. You should probably. Maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. A lot of this build is just like it works somehow. I don't know everything behind how or why it works. I just know that it does work. That's a lot of this build. Granted, I didn't make it myself, so you know that's probably a reason as to why. But so yeah, there's also a secret on this map. So here's the plan. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. Next wave, we're gonna go on our gesture and move some of these buildings around. We're gonna move these auras here a little forward. We're gonna move a few gas traps around at the very start area, and then we're gonna place one more reflector wall probably on the outside right here. And that's probably gonna be it. That's more or less gonna be it. Plans for the future. So we're gonna do this map once right now, and we're gonna get for mana. We're gonna turn the radioactive coal, not the regular coal, the radioactive coal, into. What are you shooting at? Sorry. We're gonna turn the radioactive coal into mana. It's gonna be 80 billion mana from that. And the reason we're using the radioactive coal instead of the regular coal for it is because I'm doing a quest for completion and I want to get all the pets. If you're playing through this game regularly and you don't want all the pets, you should probably not do what I'm doing because you know, what use is a regular diamond when a radioactive diamond just has higher stats, gives you a larger player speed boost, I think, and is overall just better, right? It's much easier to just turn the coal that you get from doing this map into mana rather than getting yourself a regular diamond. But I'm doing a quest for completion, and since this is the only map that will be able to give us coal whilst doing it on Ascension, uh, I kind of have to like, you know, care about the coal that we get more. So we're gonna do Wintermire and probably Winter Wonderland as well. Definitely Winter Wonderland as well. And we're gonna do them on Ascension. And from doing them on Ascension, we're gonna get one radioactive coal from each of them because it's once per account. But we're not gonna get any regular coal from them, so I won't be able to make my regular diamond, only the radioactive one. So since we're gonna get a total of like what 23 or 24 radioactive coal, it's not really that much of a loss to just give up one of the radioactive coals right now since we only really are going for 22 of them anyways. And in that sense, regular coal is a bit more precious. But I think I think I've explained everything properly. I hope so. Back to the video. Um, I think this gas trap is actually pretty fine. Yeah, instead of actually wait, I'm gonna move it a little bit because they're getting in the way of our other towers. So move your gas and oil trap there. By the way, you want to upgrade your oil traps a lot. They're really gonna be fucking taking a big ass beating the whole time. Move your gas trap there, move your oil trap there, and then remove them. Yeah, you know, whatever. Just kind of move them forward is effectively what I'm doing here. I think they're both being buffed here now. At least I hope so. I think this set of auras, yeah, auras over here is what you're doing. So I like to move the auras to about yay, snare right there, weaken right there. Just because it reaches more of this section, which is always a danger zone. And then over here, we actually don't need to do anything. I don't know why I came over there. Oops. But, I mean, yeah, just upgrade the rest of your stuff here, and you're kind of good. You don't really need to worry about things anymore. The build is done. And, I mean, even after the first wave, you don't gotta worry too much about placing things, like, perfectly or anything like that. It really is just a jank build that I yoinked off somebody else when it wasn't that jank, and then made jank by making it work for stats that are like 2k lower. Yeah, although I can't say that. I don't know what stats Chiku was doing it with, but I think it was much higher stats than what I have. Did I never explain the coal thing? I never explained the coal thing, maybe. Ah, okay. All maps that give coal regularly, if you do it on Ascension, give you 1 radioactive coal. We're going to be doing a total of 3 maps to get radioactive coal. This one, because, I mean, we're here. Wintermire, because it's a good map and we want the survival rewards from it and also completion. I told you, motherfucker! It moves! Explain! Why do they move? Why do they move? Okay, we'll move those later. By move, I mean we're gonna sell and replace. Okay, sorry. Um, basically, we're gonna go from here to Wintermire, and then here we're gonna farm for coal and accessories, and then Wintermire we're gonna farm for something else. I don't remember what. Also, you can kind of see what happens when your stuff here isn't getting buffed, and what happens is nothing good, because you don't got the stats. You don't got the stat buff? Yeah, stat boost. Sorry. Okay, time to upgrade all these walls all the way now. That's going to be the plan. Also, I need to place a reflector wall in front of this. I forgot about that. We got that secret thing. Let me show you guys where to go. You might have noticed that all our characters are 93, and we have a bunch of alt pieces of gear lying around. So tell me, Ian, why are you not upgrading your gear sets and equipping new gear and getting, all those ultimate wands, staves, weapons, armors especially? Why are you equipping none of those? Why are you just fucking being an idiot? And the answer, my friend, is very simple. It's because I don't want to yet. I'm too lazy. You guys inching forward? No, good. So right now I'm going on our summoner to give him mana, and then we're gonna go back because we want our summoner alive for a future wave. We want our summoner alive and to have a bunch of mana for the final wave. Sorry. One huge recommendation to you guys: don't do what I'm doing right now. Don't do this map while not having like any of the anything important. Like have some like guardians. If you're gonna bring in a summoner, have the summoner have like 2 guardians. You know, anything like that that makes logical sense in the slightest. I have abandoned all logic. Alright, so here's more post commentary. For this final wave, you want to bring in your EV, your monk, and then 2 other characters. I brought in my summoner and my jester. If you're going to bring in your summoner and your jester like I did, I would recommend having an apprentice guardian on your summoner and having a imp and or other power healing type pet on your summoner as well. That way you can automatically repair the auras over there. I didn't because I'm too lazy for that. So, you know, that's the thing. If I can do it with this, you guys can do it with whatever you have, most likely. And then for your 4th character slot, doesn't really matter. I brought in my jester, mainly because I'm too lazy to bring in anything else. If you're gonna bring in your jester like I did, I'd recommend you give it some sort of a pet, and maybe like use its jester wheel thing to get yourself a player boost, or kill enemies or heal towers. I don't know, something. I just brought it in because it's more loot. So for this final wave, place your monk wherever. It kind of doesn't matter. I place him at the top bridge area, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna swap to your monk. You're gonna start the wave. Start the wave. Swap to your monk. Hold right click on your monk so that he's firing his scimitar shots, right, and aim where a bunch of enemies are usually gonna be. Press the button to start your tower boost on your monk, and then press F2 to go back to your main character. And then this way, your monk will just automatically be shooting, and he'll have his tower boost kept up, as you see right now, and you can continue playing on your main character, and you can hide the other screens, yada yada. I don't really think tower boost is needed even for these final waves, but it is nice. Personally, I'm a big fan of having it up just the whole time because there's kind of no reason not to. So for the boss time, when bosses spawn, there are 6 total bosses. Well, I'm moving in my chair right now. Of the 6 total bosses, you only really care about 3 of them. And those are the Squire, the Barbarian, and the Snowman. So the Squire, Barbarian, and Snowman, the only reason you care about them the most is because, wow, that sounded ooh, very, very loud chair. Because they can damage your towers, which is a thing that the other heroes can do, but nowhere near as powerfully. The Barbarian is public enemy #1. You gotta go after him immediately because he will annihilate the hell out of your tower. He will fucking destroy your towers. Um, so wherever the Barbarian spawns, go to him. And then after that, it's like Snowman is least priority because honestly, Snowman just dies on his own. I've had him just die when I wasn't looking because I was dealing with the other bosses. I I don't get it. And then the Squire tends to spawn where I am right now, around that area. Just kind of gets stuck behind the Slayer on the stairs somewhere there, and you don't really have to care about him for a while. But he can also deal damage to your towers, and he's also pretty powerful when it comes to doing that. So he's definitely one you want to get rid of as well. As far as the spawn locations for these, like I said, the Squire, I have only seen in 3 or so runs of this. I've only seen him spawn in the center area where the that sleigh is, where my EV is, around there, and he usually gets stuck. He's gotten stuck every single time. The snowman has spawned either in the bottom left corner, I think in the middle. Actually, I think the snowman spawned with the Squire. Now that I'm thinking about it, in that middle area, and then he went to bottom left, and then he would go back to the middle area where I am now. And I've seen him once in this run actually. He spawned on the bridge, but you really, really don't have to worry about the snowman. He just doesn't do that much damage. Um, but he is definitely like something you should get rid of. After the snowman is the barbarian. I have seen barbarian spawn 2 times on the bridge and 1 time on the bottom floor where all these ogres that I'm shooting at are coming from that kind of spawn direction towards the right. Um, but yeah, wherever the barbarian spawns, because he's by far the most powerful, you wanna deal with him. So wherever he spawns, go to there, get your monk in a safe position, start doing the player boost and holding right click thing, swap to your EV, and from a pretty safe distance, don't get too close to the barbarian, otherwise he'll knock you across the whole goddamn map. Um, Beam down the barbarian, and then for the last step, for your snowman, I don't know. I dealt with him on the bridge, but he kind of deals with him on his own, to be honest. Another thing is if you set up your walls properly, like things like the barbarian and snowman will just kind of get stuck and die on their own, so you don't really have to worry about them. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh yeah, for the cracker boss, just repair the walls a lot. I mean, it's true for this entire run, but just repair the walls a bunch in the middle area and don't go out too far. If you're gonna beam him down, which you should, because you don't want to take a sentry. If you're going to beam him down, just do it from a pretty decent distance, because he also, like the barbarian, has like a big ass knock you the fuck away attack. And if you're not paying attention, he might knock you into the cliff that's behind you, or behind where I am right now. But if you stay decently far away from him, it won't really matter. Alternatively, what I did is I just floated in the air, and that seemed to solve the problem pretty comfortably. He also takes very, very much reduced damage. I think he takes like a third of the regular damage. So keep that in mind. You're going to be dealing a lot of damage less to him. But the thing is, during the entire time that the bosses are alive, you don't have any spiders, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if you have any djinns, but I don't think you have any djinns. You have 0 ogres, so no skycopters, no natural ogres. So all you have to deal with is the basic enemy spawns, and they are dirt easy to deal with. You'll be fine. Unironically, once you kill the Santa Claus barbarian, the final wave is easier than all the rest. But yeah, sorry, this did take a while, and so will the boss fight itself. I'm not sure if I'll speed it up or not, but I'll probably just leave the boss fight as raw audio so you guys can see exactly how I did it, because I know the boss fights are definitely by far the you know toughest parts to follow along with like guides, because you never know what's really gonna happen. But yeah, I mean I even messed up with my with the way that I did with the bosses, but I still was pretty fine with it, so I imagine you guys will be fine, especially if you pair more. Sorry for the rambling, but yeah, let's get back to the video, and you guys are gonna see the whole like 15-minute boss fight. If you do it properly, this boss fight is gonna last like 2 or 3 minutes, by the way. But yeah, a full EV beam, by the way. We will have no spiders during the final wave, as far as I'm aware, so we'll be really good. Or during the boss time, I mean. All right. Um. So I'm gonna aim like so. We're gonna go up on our EV. Make sure you have a full beam. We do. Good. Go on to your summoner real quick, which is F4, I think. Make sure that everything here is repaired. Not how you do that. Just waiting for our... Alright, listen. There's gonna be a cutscene here. Follow with me. Go on to your this guy. 2, 3, you do F2, you do F8, then you go get your beam up. Oh shit, it spawned up here. If our barbarian is here, we're gonna have issues. Just EV beam everything here down.
I don't know where our barbarian is, and this concerns me heavily. Our barbarian is downstairs, wrecking havoc. Alright, we're gonna go downstairs and deal with the barbarian. Because the barbarian is actually annihilating everything down here. As you can see. But next up is go onto this character and move everything. Move him down here. Press F2, F8. Go back on this character, repair this wall as much as you need to. And whilst you still have this bonus here going, beam down the barbarian as much as you can. Upgrade your EV beam honey gun as much as you can. I didn't. But yeah, once this barbarian is down, we are set more or less. Only the squire is a danger after that, and the squire we can kind of deal with as we go. Don't worry about this guy in the corner. They can't actually hit our towers, so we're good. Same with that monk up there. Again, very easy right now. We have literally nothing to worry about. Effective. Oh, right. Make sure your wall doesn't go down. And make sure the barbarian doesn't get past your wall over here. Because if it does, you're going to have a rough time. Alright, last little push here. Alright, there we go. And then now you just have the squire to deal with. So the spawn locations for stuff is going to be kind of random, by the way. But as long as you can deal with your barbarian up here in this upper area, you can deal with the snowman wherever, and hopefully everything else is fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna go press F3, press M. Some mana to this character. I'm gonna go forward on this character. I don't see the screen right now. For reasons, of course. 2, 3, press F2, press F8. Where are you stuck in hitting our characters? Gonna kill this character. You shouldn't really prioritize this one. You should be prioritizing this guy up here. There is one more boss after all these guys, by the way. If you can, by the way, go onto your summoner here, do a quick flash heal on everything over here, and then do a regular... Actually, the auras are good. Go back to this character for a second. Get some mana on him. Very much screen clutter. Oh, he almost got past. Yeah, if this guy gets past, you can still kind of deal with him, but it's going to be really annoying. So you'd rather he doesn't get past your walls. That's most of everything done. I think that's over here should be a Ruthless, which is also still living somehow. Yep. Yeah, he's got a lot of health too. He can't damage your towers out anywhere. So you're gonna bring your monk over. Normally they spawn a lot closer than this. They don't have to deal with as much stupid stuff. Also nearly died now. But it appears that today they chose your anger nature. Which is good you have. Because this monk should have like no health. Yeah, he's dying real quick. Actually, let me press F2 and just have that deal with itself. And then go a little bit down here. Because I dislike the amount of health that you have. Yes. So we need more mana, need more stuff. There's 2 right there, have everything die to it. Want to break the wall? I know you guys want to. Can he hit the wall? I don't think he can. Maybe he can. Oh, he's in the wall. I didn't know that. Oh well. He doesn't do enough damage to matter though. I think our monk ran out of mana. Oh, he didn't. He's showing. Yeah, that other monk, evil monk guy's gonna die now. Alright, I'd rather get more mana, but better finish him off here. For the wave where we have the what's guy respawn, or the nutcracker thing spawn, something's gonna happen. Ogre's gonna respawn, sorry. Yeah, Ogre's gonna start spawning again. So keep in mind. Please die. Okay, looks like we dealt with that one other guy as well. Hello skeletons in the sky. Alright, my hologram. Go explode and kill everything around you instantly. You could probably have a gas trap instead of a reflector here, by the way. A gas and an oil trap or something like that. I don't. But, I'm just being stupid. the number one priority for you guys is getting over to wherever the barbarian spawns. He deals the most damage to your walls and stuff. I'm actually kind of amazed that we got through a little bit, even with the barbarian spawning in the location needed. Oh, mana. Yes, yes, mana. Alright, now follow my lead. Upgrade all your jank. Ogres start spawning again, I think. I'm pretty sure, question mark. So, follow the lead. Yes, yes. Get over to where the big Nutcracker man spawned. Press F3. Repair your wall up here. Repair your other wall if it needs repairing. It doesn't. Then you want to go down here. Drop some mana for your EV. And go about like here-ish. Then press 2 and 3. Press F2. I need more mana. Thank you. And then you're going to go crazy with Jabim. Keep in mind, this is with the boost that I have for my monk. And I'm still only dealing this much. Watch out that you don't get knocked into the pit back here, by the way. That's always a danger. We have run out of mana. Lovely. I'm actually going to quickly go up here and place down one of these. That's a really nice way to get mana. Patented, of course. You can't use that unless you have my express permission. Oh, ogres don't start respawning. Let's go. Even better that way. Thought they did. Let's get some of this mana before it disappears. And let's finish this map. Well, boys, we did it. Oh, we got a divine crystal too. Radioactive coal, and there's our extra regular coal and accessories. Looks like we got a lot of not trash accessories. That took about an hour. Most of that was building, but about 20 minutes of it was about 50-50 building and playing the game. No divine candy cane this time, sadly. I got that one time, by the way. I did get a divine candy cane. The first completion I did an offline. Pretty funny. This is actually pretty good for ability 1. Don't know for who, but sorry, I'm looking through the accessories right now because they're kind of, we need accessories. You make me sad. You make me sad, but we want to keep you. That's negative damage and ability 2. And you all suck. Lovely. All of the accessories suck. All of the accessories sucked. This candy cane is pretty good. I'm gonna keep that. I don't think any of the other ones here are actually good. This is not even good for ability 2. Foam sword, bad stats overall. That's all the unique drops. Now we have our coal. I'm gonna keep the animus. I'll explain why later. The diamond, and then keep all of these coal into your keep folder. If you want to look through the rest of the stuff more than I have, go ahead. I'm not gonna bother because we're gonna be doing this a lot, anyways. Just looking through the accessories again in hopes that one of them decided to just become like a good one. Sadly not. Boom. Alright, so mana time. This episode is probably stretched a good bit because that boss fight section was very rough. I might have also done post commentary for it. Better genie? No, negative rate. So we have our coal stuff. Yes, yes. I didn't realize I already had one of you. Goodbye. We're gonna turn our radioactive coal, not our regular coal, our radioactive coal, into mana. Now we have 80 billion mana. And when you have 80 billion mana, you spend mana on your weapon. So we were doing 14 million with our beam before. Let's bring in another character. Now that we have everything set up, we should be dealing, yeah, 18 million. Sorry, not billion, billion. But yes, all of this is to say, it is wrapping up point of the episode. It is episode 11. At this point, for you guys watching and playing along, you can do whatever you want. You really, like, you got the mana, you got the stats, you can go do any map that you want on Ascension, Ruthless, Ascension Hardcore if you can't handle Ruthless. Do the survival for any map probably as well. I don't really know what I'm going to do in terms of plans. I don't have any particular plans. I didn't think beyond this point right now. But regardless of all of that, we'll find something to do for next episodes. If I find something, I mean, I'll find some sort of progression. Maybe we'll do some achievements for once. Probably not. Probably just more stat gaining. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.